Hello and welcome to Season 8 of The Bark. I'm Ava Hepner.
And I'm Emma Martin. And today we will be talking about Butler athletics and the NFL. First off, let's start with Butler men's basketball versus Seton Hall.
The Butler Bulldogs men's basketball team took on the Seton Hall Pirates in an intense matchup on Wednesday, January 15th at Hinkle Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs celebrated their first win since December 3rd, 2024. The final score was Butler 82, Seton Hall 77. The Bulldogs came out strong in the first half, shooting an impressive 50% from the paint and 83% from the free throw line. Their top scorers were Jamil Telford and Pierre Brooks. Telford contributed 9 points and Brooks added 8. Butler entered halftime with the score of 41 to Seton Hall's 35. The Bulldogs maintained their momentum in the second half, continuing to dominate. Andre Screed made a significant impact by scoring 12 points, while Pierre Brooks added another 12. With their first win of the 2025 season, the Bulldogs have gone 1-5 in conference play so far. I'm Emma Martin reporting. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Emma, for the recap of the Butler sports. Now let's take a look into the world of the Butler's spring sports coming up next.
As Butler's winter sports wind down, the spring teams are gearing up to compete for a strong season. Butler baseball coach Blake Beamer brought in 18 new players to the roster to try and improve on their 20-win 2024 season. The most notable acquisition is junior first baseman Will Burgess. He transferred in from Montgomery College, where he posted an impressive .455 batting average. Burgess also won the JUCO Hitter of the Year award. Coach Beamer also brought in 2 high-level pitchers to add to the staff. Trey Benjamin, a junior from Hartford Community College, tossed 3 complete games and had an ERA of .296. Ian Regal, a left-handed redshirt freshman, was touted the number 2 ranked left-handed pitcher and number 11 ranked prospect in Minnesota coming out of high school. These 3 major additions, along with the rest of Coach Beamer's recruits, will try and help the Bulldogs build upon some bright spots from last year. Switching over to the softball team, the Bulldogs were picked 6th in the Big East Coaches preseason poll. A year ago, the team posted a record of 23-29 and will look to improve that this season. To do so, head coach Scott Hall is going to rely on a roster without many transfers, but with 4 freshmen. Gwen Baker and Paige Lilly take the mound, looking to make an immediate impact, while Alana Boydston and Paxton Law tried to do the same in the field. The softball team's core has been together for some time now, so let's see if this season is the breakthrough for the team. This is Nick Orr. Let's send it back to the studio.
Okay, now switching gears, let's take a look at the NFL. First, starting off locally with the Indianapolis Colts. Ava, I know you have a story for us.
Yes, Emma, so Colts fans may not have been happy with the way the season ended, but let's take a look at the recap.
Let's go! Richardson has time.
After the January 5th game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Indianapolis Colts ended the 2024 season with a win. The final score was 26-23 after going into overtime. However, Colts fans may have mixed feelings about the 2024 season. Let's dive into a season recap. The Indianapolis Colts ended their season with an 8-9 record and finished second in the AFC South. The team from Indy ended up beating the Bears, Steelers, Titans twice, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots, and Jaguars. The team leaders for the Colts were Anthony Richardson with 1,814 passing yards, Jonathan Taylor with 1,431 rushing yards, Alec Pierce with 824 receiving yards, Zaire Franklin with 173 tackles, and Julian Blackman with 3 interceptions.
We didn't reach our goals, right? But I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. It's a long NFL season, man, and you battle right through the ups and downs of the adversity that goes through the season, but you guys kept fighting, right? And we were pros all week about it, right? And we came out on top this weekend, which was awesome, right? So give yourself a round.
Yes, certainly some ups and downs from this season, but with the Combine and the draft coming up next, we have some hope for next season.
And now let's take a look at the teams that are still in the race for the Super Bowl.
The NFL's divisional round was full of surprises as the Washington Commanders pulled off a massive upset against the Detroit Lions. Jalen Daniels threw for 299 yards as the Commanders head to their first NFC Championship game in 35 years. Look for Washington to continue its high-flying offense as they take on the Eagles in what is sure to be a shootout. For the Eagles, look for Saquon Barkley to continue his running attack, with 26 carries for 206 yards leading the charge. Also for the Eagles, look for Jake Elliott to continue his timely field goal kicking as they led the way in the win over the Rams. Now previewing the AFC Championship, where the Kansas City Chiefs will take on the Buffalo Bills. Look for the Kansas City Chiefs to continue their two-pronged attack with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, with Patrick Mahomes throwing for 177 yards in their divisional win against the Texans. For the Bills, look for them to continue to get key stops on defense, as their defense led the way in the win over the Baltimore Ravens in forcing Lamar Jackson to turn the ball over multiple times. And it also showed Von Miller's resurgence as a key player for the Bills' defense. On offense, look for Josh Allen to continue his rushing attack, which led the way for them on offense. It is sure to be an interesting weekend of championship football. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Tucker, and that brings us to the end of our episode.
See you next time, and thanks for watching.